What is up, nerds? Welcome to the fourth video in this series where I'm going over various settlement themes that you guys can play off of to help with your creativity if you're just getting into settlement building. Like I've mentioned in the previous videos, choosing a theme before building anything helped get my creative juices going. So I started with some of my very first builds, which was mainly so I didn't have to rebuild them just for these videos, but I'm hoping that seeing my personal progression over the course of one playthrough may help if any of you are feeling kind of intimidated by settlement building after seeing all the wild builds on YouTube, which is kind of what happened to yours truly. I've gone over rebuilding the castle as a great place to start a speakeasy slash bootlegger safe house settlement. And in the last video, I showed 4 settlements that are Wild West slash Frontier Fort slash Cowboy themed. But today, we are going to Sanctuary and taking a look at an idea for an industrial center. So this is a Minutemen operated industrial center. I guess you could say it's the Minutemen's main industrial center. Here we have our entry point. And I mean, it's like the other ones, it's really nothing crazy. I am on PS5 and I'm pretty limited. And with most of the settlements I did on this playthrough, I really wasn't pushing my luck a whole lot. But as we're coming in here, first we can come up to our kind of security point. And we're greeted with a sign to let us know that this is a restricted area and there's hazards. So I've thrown up some scaffolding and some windmill generators. And on most of the empty pads, I've thrown up little factory buildings using the warehouse objects. So this one I've actually built a replicator in. I'll show you how that works real quick. I don't know where dog meat went. But for this, you need dog meat.
I'm glad it's over, but I'm glad you're here. I've been tinkering with this laser musket. I made a few custom modifications to it that I think you might like. Here, take it for a test drive.
Well, thank you, Sturgis.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll give it a try.
Hey, I gotta do something to keep busy while you're out saving the world.
Okay, anyway.
Hey, come on.
You grab dog meat. And you bring him over to your replicator, which consists of a conveyor storage, a elevated power junction conveyor belt, which is just powered, and a vacuum hopper. The cabinet on the end or any sort of storage device is optional. I think it gives it a little more delay, which gives you a little more time to command dog meat. What you do is put in any item here that you want to replicate. We'll put in the Deliverer, a well-known, unique, legendary weapon. And what we're going to do is command dog meat. And once this enters about 2/3 of the way down, you command him to get it. He can take his sweet time. He'll run over, pick it up off the ground, drop it to you, and there will be another one in here. And you can replicate, as far as I can tell, any item this way. In my last video, I showed off all of my Frontier Forts and Cowboy settlements, and there was a lot of unique outfits that I'd replicated to use in multiple of those. But anyways, moving on. As you can tell over here, we just have a little storage area. This is one of the houses I have actually replaced the roof on, or fixed it, patched it. It's a little hard to tell from the outside. I've also done that with this roof. Nothing on the outside. It doesn't look visibly different on the outside, but it is technically a covered bed now. You can see the floor up in there. Technically the ceiling now. But both of those have been converted into bunkhouses. Your settler happiness actually goes up if they are in covered beds, and with these houses having so many holes in the roof, I don't believe they count as covered beds until you glitch something in there to patch the roof and make it a covered bed. Here's our settlement's little cafeteria bar area. We made it cozy with a fire in the fireplace. Little patio area. But of course over here just some little workstations. Another factory area. A general store just kind of thrown up there. More windmill generators. Back here we have an ammunition plant. Although you can replicate ammo in the replicator I built, so this is kind of pointless, to be honest. And we've got a barn with some Brahmin, just because Brahmin add fertilizer to the settlement, which you need for making ammo. And when I started building this, I did plan on making ammo here. But I've been mainly using the lever action rifle and handmade rifle, and you cannot build that ammo, so I've just ended up replicating most of it. But yeah, that's about it. It just is meant to look like a little kind of factory settlement. Sanctuary, it's not bad for this. There's probably a couple other locations that would work just as well, if not better, but that's it. Just another quick overview on this one. I don't think there's really anything else to show with this. It's pretty simple, just some few little decorations around, multiple scavenging stations. And what I should have done is come back through and given some of the people assigned to the scavenging stations like sledgehammers and pipe wrenches, which are technically weapons, but then he would be walking around with a sledgehammer right now, looking like he's, building things or working on things. I did not do that, though. I have done that on a settlement after that. Store our posts there. And yeah, I'm not going through any building methods or glitch methods in these videos. If you guys get serious about settlement building, there's plenty of videos like that already up on YouTube. I did go over the replicator, but there's plenty of videos on this out there also. I'm mainly showing off just the themes, just so you can get a aesthetic idea and maybe build off of it to help with your creativity. Because when I first got started, I didn't really know what I was doing. I started throwing stuff up. It didn't really work together, and I just kind of almost gave up. And then I just had some ideas for themes and started building upon it. And as I went, I got a little better and a little better. And yeah, these aren't anything crazy. Like I said, I'm on PlayStation 5. I don't think I could make anything crazy no matter what. But I have made a few now that really drop the frame rate, and I'm really pushing it. I did not push it too much on these early ones, but yeah, I guess that's all I got, guys. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this kind of thing, give me a like, and I will see you in the next one.